We are going to discuss on types of filter like data source, quick filter, filters on dimensions, filters on measures, filters on dates, global filter, context filter, and we do have a cascading filter. So this is what types of filters, but in this particular types of filters filtering is simple to restrict unwanted data. Filtering is nothing but to restrict unwanted data. Just go to Tableau, and we do have a different things, but when we are going for a reporting, right, when we going for a reporting, just make sure that unwanted data is not going to display within a reports, or simply in a select query, filter reflects in a where clause. Filter reflects in a where condition. So it's a where condition where we can filter out unwanted data, right? So just create a simple report called order date. So just drag and drop order date here. Now you can see 2011, 12, 13, 14. So we do have 4 years of data. So just double click on the sales. Now you can see, and this is 4 years of data. But when you are working with some analysis, I want to showcase only current year data or a last year's data. So let us think this is 2014, but actual in business, right, this is the current year or actual business year data. So I want to filter out all the 3 years. I want to filter out all the 3 years. You can straight away drag and drop order date into filters. Here we have a filter pane, right? So yesterday or last class we discussed about a filter. So just drag and drop order date. This is date related filter, but just go with the years. Now you can uncheck 2011, 12, 13. So click OK. You can filter out unwanted data. So by placing into filters or a dimensions or a measures or a date related things into filter, and you can filter out unwanted data, right? So it's a simple filter, but we do have different concepts like data source, quick filter, global filter, or a cascading filter. So why we go for a data source filter or why we go for a quick filter? So it depends on a user requirement. It depends on a user requirement. So now we can work on. So this is a simple report, right? So apply a filter condition 2014. But so first concept is like a data source filter. First concept is like a data source filter. So when we are working with the data source level, or now you have an option called data source, right? So data source. So just go with the data source, click on a data source. So you have an option called add here or a data source here. So that is called as a data source filter. So just click on add, just click on add, click on add, and you can go with the years of order date. So now check only 2014 here. Click OK. OK. Let's go to sheet 1. Now you can see. So we do have 4 years of data, but when I making or when I going for a reporting of order date, now you can see only 2014 here. So filter out unwanted data within a backend. So whole Tableau itself, in a data source, like when you apply any filter condition, you can see one. So apply filter condition or one filter condition, you can go for another filter, but just go through this particular thing, because whenever you applied a data source filter, so it is going to impact in whole Tableau desktop as well, or a whole this particular data source level. So you can go for it, because if you don't want to use unwanted data in your reporting, straight away you can filter out in a data source level. So every time, right, I want to restrict some part of data for every reports, or all the reports. So try to extract or try to restrict that particular data within a backend. So that is called as a data source level. So we do have a concept where apply filtering at a data source level. This is one part. So this is a simple data source filter. So we already discussed with extract, and we do have a filter option here. So this is not a data source filter. So here it is a data source level. This particular editor is a data source level, but extraction filter is not a data source filter. So this is a data source filter, filters editor. And we have another concept. We have another concept already discussed with legacy connection, right? Already discussed with legacy connection. So legacy connection. So just go with the legacy connection. Why we go for legacy connection and what is the importance of legacy connection? But when we are talking about data source filter, right? When we are talking about data source filter, you don't have an option called custom SQL or editor. You don't have an option called customizer SQL editor. But I want to make use of a custom SQL, or I want to write a simple select query to filter out unwanted data, right? So it's the same you can go with the select query and you can work on, because this is a normal connection. But whenever you're going for a legacy connection, right, click on Excel, click on a sample superstore drop down, open with legacy connection, Tableau, this is. So now you can see new custom SQL editor. Now you can drag and drop orders table here, drag and drop orders table here. So this is a data source filter, right? So we already discussed with edit data source filters. Now you can see the editor name, edit data source filter. So you can apply here. So it impacts all the sheet level, or it impacts whole data source level. But you have an option where click on data, convert to custom SQL. This is a very important option where you can convert actual tables or a grid format of a or actual table to a SQL format. This is simple format like a select statement. Select star from table name. This is select star from table name. Now I want to filter out unwanted data. I want to filter out unwanted data. So select star from table name where region, where condition. I'm going to write a simple where condition, where control V region is not equal to, this is not equal to symbol, where region not equal to. So we do have a different regions like a south, south. So where region not equal to south. So click OK, click OK. Now just go to sheet 1. Now make use of a region here. So just drag and drop region here. Now you can see central, east, west. There is no south. You can go for a region wise sales, but I just use data source filter because whenever you are going for a reporting, right, you can create any number of reports. We are not going to display south related information here because I don't want south related information in my project. So if you're working with a project level, and if you don't want to use those labels, if you don't want to use those labels or those columns, right, so you can straight away eliminate, or you can straight away uh, extract or filter out that particular data. So now this is custom SQL query. Click on editing, editor or edit option. Now you can see where region not equal to south, right? I'm going to edit this particular option. Region not equal to central. Just go with the central. So this is a simple select query. Don't be confused, or it is not that much complex. It's a simple select star, or if you want to make use of star, these are all columns names actually. So table name dot column name. So by default it takes the syntax. You can straight away make use of a star. So I'm going for a star. So now you can see select star from orders table and where region not equal to central. This is simple syntax. Where region not equal to central. So click OK, right? Go to sheet 2. Now you can see there is no central here. You can see south, west, east, right? No central here. It's a simple where clause, so you can work with the this particular data source level. So this is also called as a data source filter. So if you are using a customized SQL and if you want to filter out unwanted data, so you can go for a data source filter with custom SQL query. Simple, just remember this particular point. And so we have a actual data source filter. This is also a data source filter where you can we can filter out unwanted data, right? So just remember, custom SQL query is another option where you can filter out unwanted data. Custom SQL query is another option where you can filter out in a where clause. You can write a where clause and you can filter out unwanted data. So that is data source filter. So it impacts whole data source level, because if you want to filter out unwanted data across whole project, so if you have a US related information, let us take an example. I'm dealing with the countries information. I'm going for a reporting with the countries information. But now we have a lots of countries, like you can take UK, USA, or India and Japan. You have lots of countries like etc. So, but I want to make report of only UK related information. I want to go for only UK related information. So for this particular project, so now my project is running out of only UK related information. But whenever I'm going for a reporting, right, or a simple country, so if you have a country column, right, so just make use of a country column, just drag and drop country. So now it is listing only United States. So similar to that, I want to create a reports based on a United States of America, so USA. So if you want to filter out unwanted data straight away, you can filter out unwanted data within a backend, in a Tableau backend data source level, because every time, right, if you want to filter out all the countries, you have to drag and drop country or a country column into filter, and you can filter out unwanted elements. So this is somewhat time taking, or every time we have to take care of all the filter option. But if you want to filter out unwanted data in a backend, just go with the data source level and apply edit data source filter. Add, you can go with the country related information and you can check one particular option. So this is what a data source level. And another option is we discussed about a custom SQL query. It's a simple option. Or if you want to go for only central related information, just go with the equal symbol. So select star from orders table where region equal to central. Now just go with the sheet 3 or a sheet 2. Now you can see only central related information. So this is what a data source filter. And if you want to work with a normal filter, right, you can drag and drop a dimensions into filter, and you can filter out unwanted data. But so it is clear, right? So data source filter, so better to go for data source filter, because every time we need to place all the dimensions into filter and we have to filter out unwanted data. So just go with the reporting. So you do get a requirements based on the filter options as well. So try to filter out first filter out by using dimensions or a measures or a dates, and then you can it depends if you want, if you don't want data, or you will get a requirement where you are not going to create reports based on a different countries. So try to filter out those countries on the data source level itself, right? And we have another concept where so I'm closing this particular custom SQL editor. So close, or let us keep that. So custom SQL, or we can work with custom SQL only. I'm just closing order sample superstore. Just go to data source level and edit. There is no filter condition, just delete, click OK. Now we can work with all the data, right? So go to sheet 2 and drag and drop region here. Now you can see central, east, south, west related information, right? So now we want to filter out unwanted data based on uh, elements, but we do have a next concept called as a quick filter. So data source filter and quick filter. So what is meant by quick filter? What is the importance of a quick filter, right? So quick filter is nothing but it's a filter condition. It's a filter but it is used for user interactivity. It is used for user interactivity. So a users can interact with this particular dashboard by using quick filter. So basically this is very important. Normally we can also showcase in different websites as well, like in Amazon or a Flipkart, right? So when we are going for an online shopping, we can filter out unwanted data. We can filter out or unwanted data by using or just go with the Flipkart or Amazon. So I just want to showcase one particular option why we go for a reporting, or I just go with the electronics or a mobile. Click on a Motorola, right? Or electronics, Lenovo. Now you can see. So this is a simple editor. So this is a simple editor where when you click on a Motorola, right? When you click on a Motorola, it is going to display Motorola. But now I want to filter out based on if you get a checkbox, right? That is perfect. But yeah. This is something like a filter. This is something like a filter option, right? So if you want to purchase between 10,000 to 18,000, you can select here, right? So if you want to go for a smartphones, you have an option where you can check. You can go for a link, so future phones all, or you can filter out based on a mobile phone. So if you want to go for MI, so click on MI. Straight away you can go for a mobile phones MI. So similar to that, I want to showcase a simple filter. I want to filter out, or I want to interact with this particular dashboard. It's a simple. I want to interact with this particular dashboard. That is called as a user interactivity. A user can interact with this particular dashboard, but normally in a data source level, right, user cannot go for a data source level filter. So there is no edit option for a users to showcase or to drag and drop all these dimensions. So at the end of the day, right, we are going to showcase only the simple reports here, right? So if a user wants to interact with this particular dashboard, just go with a quick filter. So now drag and drop category here. It's a simple report. Drag and drop subcategory and click on sales, sum of sales, right? This is simple report, category wise subcategory sales, and I'm going to apply some color here, right? So now to apply a quick filter, right click on any dimension, you have an option called show quick filter. Right click on any dimension, you have an option called show quick filter. Now you can see this is a quick filter, or if you want to apply for a subcategory level, you can also go for a show quick filter. So this is a quick filter, but you have an option called quick filter, and it is used for user interactivity as well. But when we go for a this is 9.2 version. So this is sorry, this is ninth version, right? This is 9.0 version, but in 9.2 version, right, in 9.2 version you will have direct show filter. You have an option called show filter. So in 9.2 version you have show filter, but in ninth version, 9.0 version, you have an option called show quick filter, right? Show quick filter. So this is a simple difference, but you normally can go for a quick filter, never go for a show filter. So because it differentiates with all other filters. So it's a quick filter, but in from 9.2 version, it's a new version Tableau. So 9.2 version, we can go for a simple filter. I can showcase. Just go for a tableau.com. Just wait for a while, like we can go for a Tableau desktop. Now second page or a second image, now you can see it's 9.2 version Tableau. So while working with Tableau 9.2, you just have an option called show filter. So here it is quick filter, but it shows show filter. So nothing to confuse or nothing to worry about that. So it's a simple filter, but now you can see. So similar to a simple web page or a online shopping, right? You can interact with the dashboard. You can interact. This is the dashboard and this is a filter, right? So when you click on a furniture or when you click on a or uncheck furniture, now you can see furniture related information is deleted or a filter out. So right click on a category, you can go with filter. Now you can see furniture is excluded, right? So it's a simple functionality where you can interact with the dashboard. Now you can see you can uncheck furniture or you can check furniture. This is simple interactivity or a selectors, or we can call as selectors as well, but it is called as a quick filter in Tableau. Quick filter in Tableau. So select furniture, select office suppliers, and you can uncheck this particular value. So click on filter or show all the values. You can clear the filter and you can showcase all the values. So it is based on a pure filtering option, or you can also apply some filter condition based on a parent-child relationship as well, right? So it is simple where you can work with the filter condition. So this is called as a quick filter. So normal filter, you can apply filter condition here. So I want to showcase only furniture, or I want to showcase only technology, go with technology, but you don't have an option called as a height or like this particular card. So no option for a height or go with the interactivity. This is normal filter. But if you want to interact with this particular filter, click on show quick filter and you can interact, right? So this is called quick filter. But in quick filter we do have lots of options here. We do have lots of options. So this is the checkbox. This is a checkbox. When I click on a furniture, right? So uncheck furniture, you can exclude furniture. You can check furniture as well. And if you want to filter out straight away, right click on a furniture, you have an option called exclude. You have an option called exclude to filter out unwanted data. So click on exclude. Now you can see. Double click on a filter. See, furniture is excluded. So click cancel, or now you can see here it is excluded. So right click on office suppliers, go for exclude. Now you can see office suppliers is excluded. So click OK. So it is simple, where if you want to filter out unwanted data, straight away you can go for exclude, or if you want to keep only, click on keep only. So you can keep only shades, right? So drop this particular filter, subcategory filter. Now you can showcase all the values. But the user interactivity is important, because here we are using checkboxes. Just concentrate. Here we are using checkboxes to filter out unwanted data. But you have an option called all as well. Straight away you can exclude all the values, or you can showcase all the values. But my requirement is, first initially when I execute a report, I want to showcase all the values. I want to showcase all the values. So now I'm displaying furniture, office suppliers and technology, category, subcategory, sales. But next, when I select a particular element, it has to showcase only that value, or I want to allow only single selection. So if I want to allow only single selection, so we have to go with the radio buttons. Now we are working with checkboxes. So we have a different, we can differentiate, like we can differentiate with filter conditions or formatting things, but we have radio buttons, checkboxes. So just go to a quick filter, drop down. Now you can see you have lots of options: edit filter, remove filter. So I will discuss with apply to workbooks, but format quick filter, customize. This is very important option, customize, and show title. I don't want to show title, right? So you can exclude title. so no issues with that. Show title, so you can go with show title, drop down. Now you can see single value list. So what is meant by single value list? So click on single value list. Now you can see only one particular element is going to display. So this is called radio buttons. Only single selection is allowed in radio buttons. So but we do have a multiple values as well, but so this is what, this is my requirement. So first initially I want to showcase all the values. Initially I want to showcase all the values, or similar to Flipkart or any particular website, right? First initially I want to showcase all the electronic goods like mobiles, but then I want to showcase only, I want to filter out all the elements. I want to showcase only, I want to go for only one mobile related information. So click on furniture. Now you can see furniture related information. So click on office suppliers. You can go for office suppliers related information and select technology. So it allows only single selection. So we pretty much like aware of radio button because we do have yes or no, or we do have a gender related information when we are applying some when we are going for a or any application, right? So it allows single selection. It allows single selection, furniture, office suppliers and technology, or you can go with the all option. But when you're working with different things, this is simple parent, this is a parent related quick filter, but drop down you can showcase quick filter for a subcategory as well. So when you're working with a subcategory level filter, right, so you do have a multi selection. Yeah, this is perfect, but now you can see we do have a space constraint here. We do have a space constraint because whenever we are going for a reporting, space is very important, right? Space is very important to place all the values, or when you are going for a dashboard, when we are creating a dashboard. So now just go with a one simple report. Just drag and drop another report here. Sheet 2. This is sheet 3. So we have to place more number of sheets, or now this is simple report. Now this is simple dashboard where we have a region wise sales and a category subcategory wise sales. Now you can see it takes like a 1 by 10th of or 10% of this particular space, right? It is capturing, only the filters are capturing 1 by 10th part of a space. But I don't want to use I don't want to waste my space in my dashboard by placing this filter, right? So this is a space constraint where you can go for a floating. So click on floating, and you can drag and drop the same labels here, so you can showcase there where it is pretty much flexible. But this is right, this particular filter condition, right, it is wasting my space. So I don't want to waste my space. So still it is wasting the alignment and the things, right? It is not working fine. So now just go to dashboard, just go to sheet 3. So we have an option called drop down. We have an option called drop down. You have single value drop down and multiple values drop down. So when you want to go for a single selection, you can go for a single selection element. Select chairs. Now you can see chairs related information. This is single selection element, but it is not preferable because I'm working with a parent-child relationship. Whenever you can go for a furniture related information, and if you want to go with the different things, right? So it does not work. But I'm going to explain the cascading filter as well. But single selection is not that much preferable in a parent, or not in a parent, in a child level. So just go with the drop down. You can go with the multiple values drop down. So this is multiple values drop down. The same functionality you can use in a drop down selector or a drop down filter. So initially we work with select, or initially we work with what we call as checkboxes related information. Now you can see, so there is no filter option here, but I want to place a filter. I want to place a filter. So now go with a simple filter condition. If you want to apply filter, if you want to apply filter in dashboard, if you want to place a filter in dashboard, just go to analysis. You have an option called quick filter. Go to analysis, quick filter. So please try to click on subcategory here. Now you can see. So drop down, click on floating. So it is pretty much flexible. Now you can see, click on floating and you can work on, but just go to sheet 3. So if you want to work with the drop down selector, so still it is not working. So multiple values list, multiple values drop down. So now I can go for a multiple values drop down. So this is the functionality where you can go for it. So you can avoid space constraint in a dashboard level. So now click on a drop down, you can go for some selection. So I don't want to waste unwanted space here. So now click on a drop down, or you can uncheck all the values. So this is called subcategory drop down selector or a drop down filter. So important, right? So if you want to avoid space constraint, better to go for a single value drop down or multiple values drop down. It's a simple. So single value drop down and multiple values drop down. This is single value list, the first filter category, right? So this is single value list, and we have a single value drop down, and we have also formatting things like a filter condition like slider. So this is almost like we use for a measures, but you can also go with a slider option, right? So this is slider. You can go with a slider, and you can work on a filter conditions as well. So this is simple quick filter. This is quick filter where you can filter out unwanted data, and if you want to interact with the dashboard, you can go with a quick filter. And in quick filter we have lots of options. In quick filter you have lots of options where you can go with a single value list, multiple value list, single value drop down, multiple values drop down, and you can go with a slider, single value slider, and you can go with a multiple values custom list. This is customized list. So wild match, you can use wildcard characters, but pretty much important, right? So when you're working with any reporting, you have to aware of a drop down, so it avoids space constraint. So you can go with the spaces constraint, and it depends, it depends on the requirement. Clear, right? So this is simple quick filter, and quick filter is used for user interactivity. Quick filter is used for user interactivity. Right, we discussed about lots of options here, but so importantly, when you click on a drop down, you have edit filter, remove filter. So just forget about this. This is simple. But I'm going to discuss with apply to worksheets, and we have an option called customize. So why we go for customization? We have an option called customize. So normally we used drop down, single value list, multiple value list, all these things, right? But you have an option where you can select all. In a requirement, I want to showcase all the values. Already discussed about all, but you can uncheck or you can remove that particular option called all. Now you can go for customize. You have all these options. Show all value. So when you uncheck all value, right, now you can see there is no all option. So click on furniture. So we cannot go for all values here. Furniture, office appliance, technology. So no filter out, or now you can see showing all values, showing all values. So you can have an option called as a clear filter. So now you can see clear filter. You can click on clear filter where you can showcase all the values. But for this particular option, right, you don't have an option where you can clear filter. So this is pure reporting, so where you can go for only a single selection. So it depends, like if you want to restrict a user, right, you can straight away restrict the user by using a single value drop or single value list, and you can go with the customization all. But it is not preferable. You can go for the show all option, because we need to showcase sometimes, right, we need to showcase all the values, and we can go for a interactivity to that particular dashboard. So you have options. Just go with the customize, show customize, and you can go with all. And also we have show apply button here. So here there is no apply button, right? So if you are working with a single selection, but now click on drop down. Click on drop down. We do have lots of options here. So whenever you select appliances or unselect A related values, now you can see I can avoid all the values, A related values, or click on binders. So uncheck binders, straight away it is going to reflect, right? It is reflecting in my dashboard. But my requirement is when I select accessories or when I select appliances, art, so I don't want to impact this here. I don't want to impact straight away. I want an apply button. I want an apply button to apply when I'm going for a selection. So I want to select first all the elements and I want to click apply. Then my dashboard has to reflect. So go to drop down list, go to customize, apply. So we have an option called show apply button. We have an option called show apply button here. So click on show apply button. Now you can see drop down. Now you can see apply. So now select A related elements. So there is no impact on my dashboard. Art, binders, bookcases, chairs, copiers, envelopes, fasteners. Now click apply. Now you can see my dashboard has been reflecting. So it depends, like if you want to apply straight away, you can go for a customize, right? So drop down, you can go for customize and you can uncheck this particular apply button. But if you want to make use of apply button, right, so you can go for a customization option, preferable, because it is purely depends on a user's or a user requirement. So we never know what to do or what we can place, right? It depends on the functionality. But so if you get a requirement where the user has to select first all the values and he wants a button called apply button, so pretty much, right? So you can go with a simple customization. Click on customize and you can go for a show apply button. It's a simple option, but it is important. So show all is important. So all option and a show apply button. But we do have a difference here. Show include or exclude. Show include or exclude. Show filter types. So these are filter types. And just go with the drop down. Now you can see there is no filter types here. So go for customize, and you can go for a show filter types, similar to a drop down or a slider or a list. So everything is possible, or you can differentiate with the lines here, the editor, show relevant values, or show include exclude. This is include exclude partition. So or you can go with a show more or fewer values. So I'm going to discuss with show more or fewer values, but clear, right? Show all value, show include and exclude. So you have include and exclude values, and you can go with the show filter types. Just put aside more or fewer button. I'm going to explain this particular option. Show all values in a button and show apply button. Show apply button, drop down, you have an option called apply. So you can work with apply as well. So this is simple quick filter. So we discussed about a data source filter. We have a legacy connection and we can apply uh, filter in a where clause. In legacy connection you can go with the filter in a where clause, and also you can work with a differentiation, like legacy connection. This is quick filter is used for user interactivity, and now the next concept is filters on dimensions. So clear, right? Data source filter is used to filter out unwanted data in a backend or in a data source level, in a data source level. But quick filter, right? So quick filter is used for user interactivity. A user can interact with this particular dashboard. So now I want to showcase only furniture or office supplies or a technology. So it depends, but we are going to interact with this particular dashboard. That is called as a show quick filter. Or right click on category, now you can see show quick filter. Right click on a particular region, now you can see show quick filter. So you can right click on a particular dimension, you can showcase the filter option. So that is called as a show quick filter. So quick filter is used for interactivity. Quick filter is used for interactivity. So Yeah, next concept is like filters on dimension, filters on dimensions. So filters on dimension is nothing but it's a simple dimension, but we can discuss on each and every point. So already we discussed with the filters on dimension, but it is now it is more clear. Like now we're going to discuss on dimensions as well. So the same report, right? So you can go with a region wise sales, or just go with a region, or you can go with the same filter subcategory, fit to height, or yes, you don't have enough formatting option. Okay, no problem. So it's fit to height, and you can showcase all the values, right? And click on sales, click on sales. This is my simple dashboard, or this is my simple report, subcategory wise sales, and apply some color option, apply some color option, and you can go for a sorting. So this is simple report. But what is meant by filters on dimensions? What is meant by filters on dimensions? So just drag and drop a dimension. Just drag and drop. Just drag and drop a dimension. Drag category here. Just drag and drop a dimension. Now you can see it's a simple filter. So click on furniture. I want to showcase only furniture related information. Now you can see this is simple filters on dimension, and also you can showcase quick filter as well, and also you can showcase quick filter with combination of dimensional filter. But just leave about quick filter, just leave out this particular option, but right click on a dimension or right click on a category, you have an option called filter. So this is called dimensional filter. So you have filter, right? You have filter, you have wildcard, condition, and top. You have filter. One second. You have filter, you have a quick filter, but now we can work with select from list. So we have general, wildcard, condition, and top. This is very important option. We are going to discuss about general, wildcard, condition, and top as well. But it's a simple general where you can select elements, and you can go with a filter condition. Click OK. Now you can select, or now you can showcase only two elements. But in filters on dimensions, it's a dimensional filter. So I just differentiated with the filters. I just differentiated because these three comes under normal filter. These three comes under normal filter, but we can differentiate with filters on dimensions, measures, and dates. So when we apply a dimensional filter, right? When we apply a dimensional filter, so we have options called edit filter. So here click on filter, general. So already we are working with general, right? So just straight away you can select or unselect, and you can click apply. So it is going to impact on my dashboard. And you have a custom value list. Just I'm going to explain this custom value list, but oh, this is pretty much important, but I'm going to explain in a different scenario. So if you want to include any particular value, right, you can type I want to add all in my custom value list. Click on all. You can go for selection, but now it is not important, but we can discuss later for custom value list, right? Or you can go with the use all options. But importantly, we can work with general, and you can showcase exclude as well. So if you want to work with include or exclude, now you can see, so when you select a particular option, it is exclude. If you're working with include, it depends on the check boxes, right? So exclude or include, or you have an option called drop down. I can see exclude values. Click include. Click include. Now you can uncheck. You can it is purely based on a selection. If you unselect any element, right, so it is include or exclude values. This is simple, but right click on a category, filter, you can go with general, exclude. But next concept, we have an option called wildcard. So wildcard. So what is meant by wildcard characters? So we have a question mark or a star, or those are wildcards. But yeah, we can 90% right. We cannot go for this particular option wildcard, because we can use some functions to exclude all those things. But we have an editor where you can go with the wildcard characters as well. So I want to filter out based on my wildcard characters. I have contains, so just go with A. So if A contains, right, I want to list out those values. If this particular, I have 17 rows here, or 17 records, I do have 17 records, but I want to filter out based on A. If any element, right, if A contains, I want to list out that particular element. So click apply. So not sure why. So go with the filter condition, click OK. Okay, I use category, right? So drop category here, place subcategory. So click OK, right click, show quick filter. So now right click on a subcategory, click on filter, click on wildcard. Now you can go with A, click apply. Now you can see, so initially I have 17 records, now you can see 11 records, because all these elements, right, it contains A alphabet, right? Bookcases A, appliances, paper, art, labels, fasteners, it contains A. Or if you want to filter out based on S related information, right, click apply S. Almost all the values, like 15 columns or 15 rows, right? So it is displaying 15 records. It depends, like if you want to filter out with F, so you can showcase F related information, fasteners and furnishing. It depends on a filter condition, but it is not preferable, but you have an option called start with A. So I can go with starts with A. So I want to list out, I want to showcase only element starts with A, you can go for starts with. So it depends, like or start with if, click apply, you can showcase if related information. So you have an option called ends with, end with S. So you can click on apply, and all these particular labels, right, phones, chairs, tables, S. So all these are ends with the S related information, 14, almost 14 records. So but in some cases it is more useful when you're working with starts with and ends with, right? So in some cases, right, normally if you have different clients, normally if you're working with different clients, right, so different clients in the sense, so let us take a simple example. I have users, we're using Gmail, right? Or the extension is like so at the rate gmail.com, or some X person at the rate gmail.com. So now I have a at the rate yahoo.com, right? And I have different users at the rate hotmail.com. So I want to filter out unwanted data. So I want to filter out, let us take Gmail users are 100, and Yahoo users are 20, and Hotmail users are 10. But I want to filter out the Gmail users. I want to filter out the Gmail users. Straight away, I don't have any option to filter out based on a user selection. Based on user selection. But I want to make use of some filter condition to filter out the Gmail users. So by using ends with, so you have a flexible option. By using ends with, you can go with the at the rate, or you can exclude at the rate Gmail. Straight away you can work with the ends with at the rate gmail.com. So it is going to filter out the Gmail users, or if you want to filter out any users, right, you can go for it. Any users you can go for it, but it is more flexible, right? So if you want to filter out unwanted data, you have options like right click, filter, you have general, wildcard, and the last option is exactly matches. So exact, right? So if you give any word, right, it is not going to apply because exactly it takes the column name. So click apply arts. So now you can see arts related information. So still it is not displaying arts, still exactly matches not working. So I'm just want to exclude art, sorry. So I just think about arts. So now just drag and drop subcategory, and you can go with a wildcard and exactly matches art. You can go with the art information. So now you can see art. So right click, filter, so wildcard, you can work with art. So it is not a case sensitive, I just go with a small letter or a lower case, but you can work with contains, starts with, ends with, and exactly matches. So if you want to filter out based on a start with any element, right, you can go with the starts with or ends with. Already we have seen with ends with example. So I want to filter out this particular relationship, or filter out only one particular mail IDs. So you can not a mail ID, it depends on a column name. So if you have a repeated value, right, you can pick that particular value and you can go for the filter condition. So you have a simple option called general, where you can include all the values and you can go with the filter option. You have an option called wildcard as well. So I'm going to discuss condition and top for tomorrow. So condition and top for tomorrow, and I'm going to discuss with measures or date related filters for tomorrow. So condition and top, right? Yeah. And if you have any doubts, right, you can straight away